Hello, Carrots here. Welcome to part 8 of Oscar's childhood. They're having their dinner at the end of the day. And Oscar's waiting for his sister to stop talking to his father so he can ask for a bedtime story. Gene is a real family man and he always makes time for any of his children whenever they want to talk to him. And it's this accommodating nature that has got him into so much trouble with his wife, Nola, and their eldest son, Owen. Whenever Simone has approached him for a chat, he's always responded as he would have responded to any of his children without realising the way it looked to his wife and other family members. It looks like Oscar has succeeded in his request for a bedtime story. And here he is. Oscar's tucked up in Jean's bed. Maybe Jean's going to have another night on the sofa. Nola's already snoring behind them, and she's still got the betrayed moodlet, and she's still believing she's been betrayed by her husband. And Jean's still confused as to how she got that idea. Oscar's obviously enjoying the story and conversing with his father, responding to the story as it's told, until he finally falls asleep. Now what's Jean going to do? Sleep on the sofa or carry the sleeping child to his own bed? I don't think Sims can actually carry a child while they're asleep or any other way. So I'd say Jean's out of bed that night. The next morning, as the sun rose, the entire family got up early and went out to the front in the snow and chatted and had some family time together. That's Olwen on the left there doing push-ups in the snow. Fleur's building a snowman right in front of the toilet so nobody can get in and use it. And here comes Nola just as Jean is chatting with Simone again. So she stopped to talk to their other son, Oliver. Nola's trying to concentrate on Oliver and thereby ignore the conversation going on between Jean and Simone. I think Jean's going to have to do a lot of talking with Nola once everybody's gone off to school and work. Of course, Fleur and Simone don't go off to school or work, they stay at home, so it could be difficult for Jean to find any alone time with Nola at all. Eventually the group disperses and Nola goes downstairs to play a computer game, one of her ways of venting her upset, frustration, disappointment and negative feelings about her much loved husband Jean and his apparent straying from her with other Sims, notably Simone. Today the computer game wasn't doing it for her, so she got up and went and stood outside in the snow, just pondering and wondering what she could do. Should she stick around and spend more time with Jean? Should she ask him to leave? Should she leave? Will things improve? Should Simone go? What about Fleur? Fleur's the only one who she seems to be able to trust at the moment. Everybody else, well, she's not too sure what everybody else thinks or feels. And she's so confused herself as well. So she starts chatting with a local paparazzi. Then she thinks better of that option and turns around and goes inside. She'll have to ponder her situation further. She goes downstairs to the common room, back to where the computer is, and Jean goes down as well. I wonder if they'll have a chat. And there's Fleur, just standing there. Nola decides to talk to Fleur and Jean just walks past. He's not quite sure how to approach Nola at this point. So he's gone into the workroom where the sculpting station and the science machines are. So Nola confides in Fleur as Jean decides to go upstairs and have something to eat. Although he can't stand the woman, he's hoping that Fleur won't cause too much trouble with Nola. And then Simone enters. So Jean stops to try to explain to her why he's going to have to spend less time talking with her in future, because his wife means so much to him. He doesn't want to keep upsetting her by talking to Simone, because Simone's conversations with him obviously upset Nola so much. Nola stands there and watches them talk after Fleur leaves the room, And then she decides to do something bold. While they stand there looking at each other, Nola walks up to her husband and gives him an amorous hug. Simone doesn't like that, of course, because although she's decided now that she'd prefer to be the girlfriend of their son Owen, she still doesn't like to see Jean being happy with Nola. She sees Nola as her rival. So Nola's now telling Simone what she thinks and how she feels.
Razundaven nifta.
Who's going to win this battle? It's two women at each other's throats. Jean is just assuming that eventually everything will work out. If only Nola would understand that he has no interest in Simone whatsoever. So what's Fleur going to get up to? I think she's probably enjoying all this disruption going on in the household.
Naglavash ushta.
The evil cackle from Fleur, enjoying Nola's distress. And this, of course, is all going on while the other five are either at work or at school. And that's a snowman that Fleur built. I guess that Jean is letting out his frustrations on that snowman. And Fleur's not happy that he's destroyed her snowman. But he dislikes Fleur immensely. There's the paparazzi back. Oh, Jean, I didn't know you'd hit Fleur. You must be upset. He definitely doesn't want her around anymore. So is that the end of Fleur? Meanwhile, inside, Simone and Noel are having another chat. Will this be a fight as well, or are they just going to have words? Nola finds her comfort in chatting with Fleur, who is a schmoozer and is happy to pour oil on fire, making Nola feel upset with the others in the family and making Nola feel that Fleur's the only one she can trust, thereby cementing her security, being allowed to stay in the household. And now today is his work day, and there goes Jean off to work. He won't be involved in any more arguments today at home. Tomorrow he'll have the day off. And here are the children home from school, the two girls. And also Oliver is home from work. And there's Jean arriving at his work. Simone's decided to take shelter in the ocean. She was getting very dry. She needed to swim in salt water. That lake in front of the house is a saltwater lake, but she decided that she wanted to have a swim and go and relax in the dive lot. So in spite of there being a lot of snow and being very cold, she's chosen to go for a swim in the ocean. As she's doing this, Fleur's at home with Nola and the girls. Oliver is at home as well, and it's almost time for Owen to knock off work. Jean's gone to work and he's at the theatre and he's in the music career, so he'll be at work for many more hours and won't be back with the family until late that night. So this will be the end of this episode now, and the next episode will start with Simone swimming in the dive lot. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next episode. Bye bye for now, and happy simming.